Hey YouTubers, this is Jacques, and I am working on a little series, and it's about basically all your Fuji X-T3 settings. So today we're going to look at something called customizing your function buttons. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, listen, as a photographer, we all have our different ways of working. Everybody works in a different way. Whatever way you work, it's always fun to basically have your camera customized to the way you work. In one of my videos, I talked about my menu settings, which I think is really useful. And today we're going to talk about customizing your function buttons on the X-T3. I have my X-T3 right here, which is connected to the computer so you guys can see what's happening. It has quite a few customizable function buttons on it that you can actually customize and decide what those buttons will do in the future. So today I'm just going to show you really quickly how to go via the menus and customize those buttons. First thing you have to do is you have to press the menu button in the middle of the screen of the D-pad. When you press that, you will see the menu. The next thing is to go up to the wrench tool. When you are at the wrench tool, you can click on the right part of the D-pad and you go into your settings here. You want to go to button dial settings. When you press that, you want to go down to function setting. When you go into that FN, you are now in a beautiful graphical interface which shows you the camera and the actual function buttons and the functions that you will be affecting. Here, I'll just move myself over to here so we can see them. So obviously function 1 is the function button at the top. I love that button, by the way. I use that for preview exposure and white balance in manual mode. Why? Because every time I go into flash photography, I want to be able to see what I'm shooting. If I keep the preview exposure and white balance in manual mode on, it's pitch black because obviously you haven't shot the flash, so it's not previewing the right way. So I basically take that off. It is really vital for me to have that on that button. Other ones are natural live view, histogram, electronic level. You can put everything in there, people, everything. Function 2, same thing. It's the button on the front. I have put that to face eye detection, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, face eye detection on or off. As a videographer, I find it very important to have that there and close by. Other function buttons, you can actually go and affect your D-pad buttons. Now, what's really cool here is T function 1. I personally do not have my touch screen on, but you can modify what happens when you swipe up on your touch screen. You can get different things. If you swipe to the side, if you swipe to the other side, you can get different types of functions on your camera, which is really great. They also have, let me see, just want to go really quickly here. And you also have, after that, you have a couple of the other dials, the AEL and the AFL buttons. You can also affect those, and you can also affect how your real dial is going to work. Once you are done and you finish doing what you need to do, you just pull yourself out of there and all those settings are saved. It's that simple. So now if I come out of my display back, I don't know if you guys can see my hand here, but it's pressing on the top button here. And we said that that was preview, exposure, and white balance in manual mode. We press that. What do we see? Preview, exposure, white balance in manual mode. It'll shut it off or put it on. Now it is on because it's showing me how dark the scene would be. Now I take it and push it again and it goes to off, and it just basically makes sure I can see the image that I'm taking a picture of. Very useful for flash. So that is how you get your custom function buttons working on the Fujifilm X-T3. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe, and don't forget, everybody, keep on making something from nothing.